Okay, so in this video I will explain about the structure of the chromosome. Okay, right. So in this structure, chromosome generally contains some parts. The first one is telomere. The first part is telomere. Okay, right. So in the telomere means the tip of the chromosome. Tip of the chromosome is generally called as the telomere. Okay, so this is the tip of the chromosome is called as telomere. Okay, right. So the telomere is there has specific polarity and individuality. So that means the function of the telomere is prevents the attachment of the chromosomes with each other. Okay, right. So this is the function of the telomere. So it prevents the attachment of the chromosome with each other. That's why any two chromosomes are not attached with each other. Okay, so this is the property of the telomere. Okay, right. So another part is pellicle. So pellicle, right. So pellicle is a membrane. So pellicle is a membrane which surrounds the chromosome. So this is the pellicle. So this is the pellicle. So pellicle is a membrane which surrounds the chromosome. Okay. So the membrane is made up of a protein, that is pellicle. Okay. So pellicle is a protein. Okay, which forms a membrane which surrounds the chromosome. Okay, right. So this is about the pellicle. So pellicle is achromatic part. That means it is not involved in the hereditary process or inheritance. Okay, so this is about the pellicle. Another one is matrix. So another one is matrix. Okay, right. So this is the matrix. So matrix is a gel-like structure. The matrix is a gel-like structure. Okay, right. So generally it contains enzymes. Okay, so enzymes and minerals and proteins. Okay, right. So matrix is also achromatic part. That means it not involved in the hereditary process. Okay, inheritance, not involved in the inheritance. So the matrix generally appears in the metaphase of cell division. Okay, right. So when the nucleolus is disappeared, okay, so it appears in the metaphase when the nucleolus is disappeared. Okay, right. So this is about the matrix. And again another part of the chromosome is chromonimeta. Okay, chromonimeta. Okay, right. So another part is chromonimeta. Okay, right. So here the chromonimeta means it is a coiled-like structure. So coiled like coiled fibers. So they are called as the coiled fiber like structures. Okay, coiled fiber like. So this is the red structures which are showing in this diagram. So this coiled like structures are called as chromonimeta. Okay, so these chromonimeta so generally associated with the inheritance or heredity. So it contains DNA and proteins. It contains DNA and DNA and proteins. Okay, right. So generally the arrangement of the chromonimeta is a two ways. Okay, two ways. So two ways arrangement we will see in the chromonimeta. So chromonimeta arranged in two ways. Okay, so one is parallel and another one is coiled. Okay, sometimes it is involved in the parallel arrangement. So sometimes it has a coiled arrangement. Okay, if you take the chromosome, so this is the chromosome. Okay, if you take this chromosome like this, okay, here the sometimes chromonimeta arranged a parallel arrangement. Okay, and sometimes it may be coiled. Okay, so when it arranged like this parallel, that means meiosis. At the time of meiosis, generally chromonimeta like this arrangement, parallel arrangement. Okay, in the mitosis division, generally it looks like a coiled arrangement. Okay, so because in the meiosis time, generally the chromosomes are splitted. Chromosomes are in the anaphase time, both two chromosomes are splitted. So when the two chromosomes are splitted, then each one fibers moves to the separate chromosomes. Each one fiber moves to separate chromosomes. Okay, so that's why the parallel arrangement will be seen in the meiosis. Okay, and the coiled arrangement will be seen in the mitosis division. Okay, right. So this is about the arrangement of the chromonimeta. Okay, right. So another one is chromomere. So chromomere. Okay, right. So chromomere. So what is chromomere? Chromomere means bead-like structures. So bead-like structures. Okay, so bead-like structures. Okay, which are present on the chromonimeta. So these dense bead-like structures. These bead-like structures are called as chromomeres. Okay, chromomeres. Okay, right. So they are formed. These chromomeres are formed by the condensation of the chromonimeta. By the condensed of the they are formed by the condensed of the chromonimeta. Condensed of the chromonimeta. So these are formed by the condensed of the chromonimeta. Okay, right. A more condensed of chromosome contains more chromomeres. Okay, more condensed of chromosome contains more chromomeres. Okay, so chromomeres contains DNA, okay, and proteins. So DNA and proteins. Okay, right. This is about the chromomeres, and now we know about the primary construction. Okay, so primary construction. So what is primary construction? So primary construction. Here we see the primary construction. So this one is the primary construction. Okay, this is the primary construction. Okay, right. So primary construction means it is also called as the centromere. Also called as the centromere. So nothing but centromere. Primary construction, nothing but centromere. Okay, right. So this is the centromere. Okay. So here, generally the centromere or primary construction contains two protein discs. So generally two protein discs. Two protein discs. This one is called as the kinetochore. This one is called as the kinetochore. Okay, so it contains centromere or primary construction contains two protein discs. So it also called as the kinetochore. Okay, so generally the spindle fibers are attached through these discs. Okay, spindle fibers at the time of anaphase, the spindle fibers attached to these protein discs. Okay, so this is about the primary construction. Okay, so another one is secondary construction. So this one is the secondary construction. Okay, right. So this one is the secondary. So generally the secondary construction. So secondary construction. So this one is the secondary construction. So generally the secondary construction is seen only some chromosomes. Is seen only in some of chromosomes. Some chromosomes only. Seen in some chromosomes. Okay, so only seen in some chromosomes. Okay, so in man, so generally contains 13 14, 15, 21 and 22 chromosomes. Okay, 22 chromosomes. Okay, so generally 13, 14, 15, 21 and 22 chromosomes generally contains secondary constriction. Okay, secondary constriction. Generally the secondary constriction generally involves in the formation of nucleolus. It forms nucleolus. Nucleolus. It forms the nucleolus at the telophase. Nucleolus in the telophase. Okay, see telophase of the cell division. Okay, right. So that's why the constriction, the secondary constriction is called as the nucleolar organization. So nucleolar organizer. So this is all called as the nucleolar organizer. Okay, and nucleolar organizer. Okay, it forms the nucleolus. It forms the nucleolus at the time of telophase of cell division. Okay, so this is about the secondary constriction. Okay, right. So generally the secondary. Okay, and another part is satellite. So another part is called as satellite. Okay, so satellite. So here we see this is the dot-like structure. Dense dot-like structure is called satellite. Okay, satellite. This one is the satellite. Okay, so then the satellite has the heterochromatin part. It has heterochromatin. It has heterochromatin. It contains heterochromatin. Okay, right. So heterochromatin means it not involved in the transcription. Not involved in the transcription. Okay, right. It contains a repetitive DNA. Okay, it contains repetitive DNA. So generally the chromosomes which contains the satellite, that the chromosomes are called as sat chromosomes. Okay, the chromosomes which have satellite, that chromosomes are called as sat chromosomes. Generally the satellite is present in man. If you see in man, 13, 14, 15 and 21 chromosomes generally are called as the sat chromosomes. Okay, that means they contains satellite portion. Okay, that contains satellite portion. Okay, so satellite portion generally contains heterochromatin. It contains in the heterochromatin there is a repetitive DNA is present. Okay, right. So heterochromatin means not involved in the transcription process. Okay, right. So generally here the in man 13, 14, 15 and 21 chromosomes are called as the sat chromosomes. Okay, right. So here sat means the full form of the sat means cyano acid thymonico. This is the full form of the sat. Okay, yes. So cyano acid nucleonico. Yes, nucleonico. This is the full form of the sat. Okay, right.